When it comes to rivalries, it's hard to go past the one between boxing greats Danny Green and Anthony Mundine. Well, now the feud is about to reignite because both have sons following them into the ring. For Archie Green, that means being even better than his famous dad.
He's a chip off the old block. Boxing runs in Archie Green's blood.
I know there's a photo of me when I was just barely walking and I had a big pair of green gloves on.
Now 17 years old, he can already pack a punch. And he's desperate to follow in Dad's famous footsteps.
He's just been at me the whole time. Come on, Dad, when can I fight? When can I fight? When can I fight?
Danny Green is a boxing hero, an Olympian and former world title holder across 3 weight classes. The great now passing down the lessons learnt in his 16-year professional boxing career.
I don't like seeing my kids get hurt, obviously. But it's a tough game, it's a tough sport, and it's what he wants to do. So I'm just there by his side, guiding him, supporting him and trying to show him the best route possible.
Determination's the name of the game, a training regime that sees the team tackle grueling strength, footwork and cardio sessions in the gym and out in the elements.
So one day we might do strength, speed, so every day it can change, but always just trying to get better and focus on the fundamentals and training hard as usual.
He's very dedicated, he's very determined, he sacrifices a lot, he trains all the time, he never ever shirks it.
Narrabeen on Western Australia's southwest coast, providing a picturesque backdrop, particularly a steep sand dune stretch the locals call Chicken Hill.
If you've never run it before, it will take your lungs.
I think the best part about it is that he leaves me for dead.
Training aside, Archie Green's first fight is in the pipeline and is a very good chance of being before year's end. But Dad Danny's not rushing him into the ring.
I do see a lot of the traits that I was displaying when I was first coming onto the scene and about to have my first fight.
Prioritising keeping his son's developing brains safe for as long as possible.
It goes against every parental instinct to think that my son's going to be doing what I did and potentially getting hurt.
Training together almost every hour of every day. The quality time just as important as the physical benefits.
If I'm doing something, he's always there with me, always fishing, always getting in trouble with Mum somewhere or doing something silly. But nah, from whenever I can remember, Dad's always been my best friend.
An already unbreakable bond getting stronger.
There's always a bit of comfort there, even when sparring and stuff. Just looking over and seeing Dad, there's always that sort of protection feeling. He's
as cheeky as all heck. You forgot to say about the tips I give you which you don't take, that's brush your teeth, mate. I've said to him, I said, mate, if you can towel me up when you're 18, I can die a happy man.
Danny, you must be so proud to see the son that you've raised.
Apart from loving the kid to bits, I'm proud of him because of who he is. He's a very decent bloke, and as parents, that means more than anything.
It goes without saying the son of Danny Green entering the ring will reignite one of Australia's most famed feuds.
Green nearly landed a big right hand there, but it missed.
And I think all roads lead to the next rivalry.
Green and Mundine, a discord that lasted decades.
And the reason it was so long and strong was because it was genuine. We're different people. And we see things a little bit differently.
A third edition, all but certain to go ahead.
We ran into Mundine in Perth last year and he walked past Archie and kind of off the cuff said, my boy's going to flog you. And Archie kind of just smiled, like, yeah, whatever, chuck.
Ironically, Archie wasn't even born for the bout that started it all.
But I remember the last Mundine fight, but I've watched them all on film and I love them all.
What would it mean to you to be able to continue something that your dad started so many years ago?
I know how it'll go, and in my head I have a vision, and I'm looking forward to it when it happens.
This has the potential to, start all over again, and he's very determined. Like he sees what's ahead of him, and I think Chok's son Raheem sees what's ahead of him.
Hopefully one day I have this rust bucket with me when I start my own journey.
He's a pretty quiet kid, but he's got a ton of mongrel, which is going to hold him in good stead.
Can you be a better boxer than Dad was?
No disrespect to Dad, but I reckon I'll be better. And then we'll see who's toweling each other up when we're sparring.
That's the plan, son. That's the plan, buddy.
Look out. Young Archie certainly talks the talk and he looks like the real deal, and you can see the boxing promoters of Australia salivating already.